Hello children, welcome to today's session. So in this session, it's not a continuous class for the previous session, but it's an explanation for the some questions I have given in the session number 31. Actually, some students are asking, they have some doubts, especially the question number 1. Remaining maximum of the students did remaining questions correct, but the question number 1 maximum of the students are unable to do. So there is one practical mistake is that the question is mentioned as a wrong question. So what is the correct question is, prove that cosecant A square root of cosecant A plus 1 by cosecant A minus 1 minus square root of cosecant A minus square root of cosecant A minus 1 by cosecant A plus 1 is equals to 2 tan A. Actually this is the question. So it was mentioned as 2 cot A. Actually the question was 2 by cot A is also correct. 2 by cot A is also correct question. That is 2 by cot A is also a correct question. But it was mentioned as 2 by cot A. That's why all the students may got confusion. So the correct question is, this is 2 tan A. So I'll explain how to solve this question. So first consider this into two parts. The first part is square root of cosecant A plus 1 by cosecant A minus 1, and the second part is cosecant A minus 1 by cosecant A plus 1. Right? So first you consider this part, that is consider square root of cosecant A plus 1 by cosecant A minus 1. Now what we have to do is multiply and divide with cosecant A plus 1. So what happens if you multiply with this one, because in the denominator cosecant A minus 1 is already there. So if you multiply with cosecant A plus 1, it will be in the form of A minus B into A plus B. It can be written as A square minus B square. We can write it as one more identity. So now what happens to that? Cosecant A plus 1 into cosecant A plus 1 by cosecant A minus 1 into cosecant A plus 1. Right? So A into A, this cosecant A plus 1 and cosecant A plus 1 are same terms. So I can write A into A is A square. That is cosecant A plus 1 whole square by, since it was given as A minus B into A plus B, I can write it as A square minus B square. So it is cosecant square A minus 1 square. Next step is, this can be written as cot A, because we have one identity. What is that identity is cosecant square A minus cot square A is equals to 1. From this, cosecant square A minus 1 can be written as cot square A. So the square root is going to divide to both the numerator and denominator. So it will become square root of cosecant A plus 1 whole square by root of cot square A. So square and root may cancel and you will get cosecant A plus 1 by cot A. So take it as equation 1. Now the second one is same. Consider the second one. What is the second part? Square root of cosecant A minus 1 by cosecant A plus 1. So this time what we have to do, in the denominator it was as cosecant A plus 1. We have to multiply and divide with cosecant A minus 1, because same the denominator will be changed. So what happens? Square root of cosecant A minus 1 into cosecant A minus 1 by cosecant A plus 1 into cosecant A minus 1. Look at this. These two are same terms. Cosecant A minus 1, cosecant A minus 1, both are same terms. So I can write it as whole square. And this I can write it as cosecant A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. So what happened to the next part is, now it will become square root of cosecant A whole square by cosecant square A minus 1 square. I can write it as 1 square. So what happens next? Same, we have to use the identity. Cosecant square A minus cot square A is equals to 1. So cosecant square A minus 1 is equals to cot square A. So this can be written as cot square A. Next, separating the root. So you will get square root of cosecant A minus 1 whole square by cot square A whole square root of cot square A. Both will cancel and you will get cosecant A minus 1 by cot A. Now take it as a 2. Now 1 minus 2. So what is 1? Cosecant A plus 1 by cot A minus cosecant A minus 1 by cot A. Whenever the denominators are same, we can add or subtract the terms in the numerator. So you will get cosecant A plus 1 minus is very important, cosecant A minus 1, because in the question it was given as minus. So what is the next step is cosecant A plus 1 minus of plus minus cosecant A minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So cosecant A may cancel, and you will get 1 plus 1 by cot A, 2 by cot A. So 2 by cot A means cot A can be written as 2 into 1 by cot A. 1 by cot A is nothing but 2 tan A. This is the question. Okay. So the question may be given as 2 by cot A or 2 tan A. Both are the same answers. And we can change the question in one more method. What is that method is? So the question is, it was given as minus. So we can have a plus also. Then this will change. So you try that question. You just take the same question. Instead of minus, you just take the plus. Then you can find a new question in this. Okay. Next, that is an explanation for the question number 1. Similarly, the remaining questions also I just explained. Maximum of the students, they written correctly in these questions. So the question is, if sin A is equals to 1 by root 2 and cot B is equals to 1, prove that sin of A plus B is equals to 1. It's very simple. Given sin A is equals to 1 by root 2, in sin table 1 by root 2 is nothing but sin 45. So sin A is equal to sin 45, so A is equals to 45. Next, cot B is equals to 1. So cot B is equals to, in cot 1 will be 45. So B is equals to 45. So therefore, since we have to mention it, sin 45 is equals to 1 by root 2 and cot 45 is equals to 1. So what we want? Sin A plus B. So A plus B is equals to sin 45 plus 45, it is sin 90. Sin 90 is 1. So it was proof. Next question. If x is equals to a secant theta and y is equals to b tan theta, then prove that x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1. So this is also a very simple question. So x is equals to a secant theta. So you just one thing, squaring on both sides. So if I do squaring on both sides, it will become x square is equals to a square secant square theta. Simply send this a square to that side. So you will get secant square theta is equals to x square by a square. Take it as 1. Then next one more given as y is equals to b theta, b tan theta. Same method you have to follow. Squaring on both sides. So you will get y square is equals to b square tan square theta. So therefore, I want tan square theta. Tan square theta is equals to y square by b square. Now, do 1 minus 2. Don't do 2 minus 1. If you do 1 minus 2, what happens is that x square by a square minus y square by b square can be written as secant square theta minus tan square theta. So this is an identity. So therefore, I can write it as x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1, since we have an identity. So don't do 2 minus 1. If you do that 2 minus 1, you may get confused. We have to do 1 minus 2 only. Okay. And the last question in the given session is question number 4. Show that square root of secant square theta plus cosecant square theta is equals to tan theta plus cot theta. It's also very simple. So for this sake, we have to remember two identities. The first identity is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. From this, I can write it as secant square theta can be written as, if that minus tan square theta is transformed to that side, it will become plus tan square theta. That means secant square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta. And similarly, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. From this, cosecant square theta can be written as 1 plus cot square theta. So in the given question, secant square theta plus cos square theta. So square root of, instead of secant square theta, I have to write 1 plus tan square theta. And instead of cosecant square theta, I can write it as 1 plus cot square theta. Now I just reshuffle the terms. So first I'll write as tan square theta, then cot square theta plus 1 is 2. Now here is the key step. 2 can be written as 2 into 1. That 1 can be written as square root of tan square theta plus cot square theta plus 2 into tan theta into cot theta. So why I have to written is tan theta into cot theta is nothing but tan theta into 1 by tan theta, because cot theta can be written as 1 by tan theta. It may cancel and it is 1. So actually I can write it as 2 into 1 also, because 2 can be written as 2 into 1. Just this is for our convenience purpose only I am writing. Now look at this. This is in the form of a square plus b square plus 2ab. What is a square plus b square plus 2ab? It is nothing but a plus b whole square. So therefore, what is a here? Tan theta. And what is b here? Cot theta. So you will get square root of tan theta plus cot theta whole square. Square root may cancel, and the remaining answer is tan theta plus cot theta. Okay. That's all. You just no need to write the homework. you just cross check your answers with these answers. If any doubt is there, you can correct in your notes, and if everything is right, then no need to write. Okay, so don't write any homework, it's an explanation part. And if you are interested, you just check this question with taking the plus value here. Okay, so today is Friday, and that's all. Tomorrow there will be no class, and we'll meet again on Monday. Thank you.